in Ukraine has raged for a full year now. Territory seized back and forth in bloody exchanges with arms, old and new. From Soviet-era stockpiles to the latest wonder weapons, what has profoundly shaped the battlefield in Ukraine, and perhaps the future of war.
На протяжении 20 дней
Over 20 days, supported by artillery, anti-tank missiles, javelins, we bypassed the enemy from the right and the left and destroyed their equipment. We forced the enemy to retreat.
The earliest days of the war were dominated by the Javelin, an anti-tank missile launcher sent to Ukraine en masse, and it left burnt-out Russian armored convoys in its wake. And as below, so above, Ukraine's skies were dominated by a newcomer to the weapons arena, the Turkish-made Bayraktar TB2, a cheap combat drone with no export restrictions that preyed on Russian armor.
Bayraktar TB2 is doing what it's supposed to do, taking out some of the most advanced anti-aircraft systems and advanced artillery systems and armor vehicles.
But delaying actions don't win wars. Force multipliers do. And for Ukraine, the U.S.-made HIMARS guided rocket launcher has been Kiev's most effective weapon to date. Linked to satellite targeting, the HIMARS has hit ammunition depots and troop rally points since its delivery, to devastating effect.
When these weapons came in, the Russian war machine could instantly feel its effect.
And last on the Ukrainian side, but also on the Russian, the old but still very effective S-300. Designed to blast Western planes right out of the air, its very presence has prevented Russia from utilizing its air force in the war. But Ukraine's impressive resistance and growing arsenals are not unopposed. Russia has unveiled its own wonder weapons in the conflict.
This time the ship is equipped with the latest hypersonic missile system, Zircon, which has no equivalent.
Это уникальное оружие.
Hypersonic missiles, capable of traveling 27 times the speed of sound and maneuvering an atmosphere. Impossible to intercept. These have joined the traditional Kalibr cruise missiles that have pounded Ukraine's power grid into dust. But Russia has a new ally, Iran, and they are trying to change the calculus of war.
To attack with cheap weapons, like don't take $2 million Tomahawk or $1 million Caliber, but a $20,000 Shahed 136 with a 20 kilo or 50 kilo warhead, and it still does the terror work that it should do.
This is the Shahed 136, a loitering munition. It's cheap, precise, and can be fired in mass to overwhelm air defenses. And Russia has reportedly ordered thousands from Tehran.
Iran will surely gain battle experience and battle test experience from using those systems. It will compete against operational Western systems.
But the most ubiquitous weapon across both sides is also the oldest in use, and the backbone of Russia's military. Artillery, no less effective now than in Europe's last great conflict, when Stalin reputedly said artillery is the god of war. As the war passes the one-year mark, heavier weapons are being committed to the struggle. The West has pledged hundreds of modern main battle tanks to the front, and Russia has yet to reveal their response. The guns still thunder as each side waits for their breakthrough.